Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds across midfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cousins now to throw on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
First down, Vikings.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, Brady. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down.
Brings up third down.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At the 46-yard line.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
2 yards on the
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He's got Evans. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Buccaneers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Cook on the carry.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins now. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3-yard gain on the
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Cousins letting one go deep for the end zone. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Kyle Rudolph, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. From midfield, here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Brady's pass.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 28. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Now Brady again. Jones has it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Here's first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the pickup.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, it's Jones. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Down and goal to go.
They slot Gronkowski outright. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Vikings 21. Buccaneers.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
White on the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
That's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants. And
the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return is Mickens. It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Bailey's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He finds some open field here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up second.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Cousins to throw it. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Daniil Hunter.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and that will tie us at 24 all. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
To Dalvin Cook.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on second down, Cousins. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Throwing, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position?
It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, an 80-yard touchdown. 80 yards, pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now,
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Now 3rd down.
Now a play fake. Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
And at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they have the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Airing this one out for Evans. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Mike.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Now 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
20.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Cook. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
And the Vikings.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a pickup of 3.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A 3-yard gain on
this. A big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
At the 25-yard line, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brought down at the 28.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. He's got his man Sharp complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tajay Sharp, 77 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Important extra point up and through, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw, Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He was brought down by
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Buccaneers' 31-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 16 yards, a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
4 brings up 3rd and inches.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. He'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Today's final score.
By Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6 and 7 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take